Please to flatten. Happy holidays, Cheryl.
And a very good morning to all of you. It is 420 day, April 20th, 2019. Welcome, Missy Jenn. A pleasure to have the Missy.
Rosie. My pleasure to be
Pleasure
here.
to have the Missy girl sitting in today, looking lush and lovely. And what do we say? A hot, what would we call it? Fuchsia? Hot fuchsia today.
Yeah, this is the from
bully is hungry.
the summer nights in Reno.
Harvey's on board. Happy 420 day
welcome, Harvey. Nice to see you.
To all of you. You can see this cake did not survive the night and this morning without being under attack. Missy Jenn you're not really about ooey gooey type of, you like more of the traditional texture.
I like the fluffy cakes.
Yes, you like the fluffy cake.
It's still a really good cake.
This to me, hi Beryl, and good morning everybody. I've probably done well over 100 teeny weeny bikini bakings here on the channel. And I'm going to declare something today. This was Savage's ooey gooey chocolate cake. To my mind, this is, to my taste, my texture, my enjoyment, this is the best cake I've ever had. Okay, this cake is phenomenal. I like that texture of the soft, the sort of gooey pudding-like center in it. And it is just absolutely delicious. And that's quite an admission to put in there. Good morning, Joey.
Good morning, Joey D.
Just phenomenal. Just a wonderful cake. Thank you, my friend Savage, for the wonderful, hey Brody, for the wonderful idea. Good morning, Carolyn. 4 scores and 7 beers ago. That was me last night. And I officially, of course, Lent is over. And I did partake in some beers and bourbon and beer last night. And that felt really good to be have a few beers under the belt, and didn't go crazy, but it was a real fun night. We have a field trip. I have a field day trip today. It's going to be a long day, but I think it's going to be a fun day. I'm taking a week off from the ghettos. I've had a lot of people contact me to live down in the Oakland area and other places, telling me where to go for even more vicious content. They show me a crime map of Oakland and say, man, you got to go right to the heart. You ain't nothing until you're on this particular. So that stuff will be coming. But I am taking a week off from that for a very special field trip today. I don't want to talk too much about it, but it's going to be a fun time. It's going to combine a little bit of very interesting history and it's going to combine that with a worldwide phenomena, and it's going to be, I think that you're going to enjoy it. Good morning, Tara.
Hi, Tara Boo.
How you doing, Tara? Good morning to you.
Much
It's
love to
allergy
you.
season. That's going to make it interesting, wandering around with full-on allergies. So I will be hitting the road about 1 o'clock, 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Get to my destination in about an hour. And then I'll be firing up on foot, seeing the sights I want to see, and bringing that to you, mainly on foot. So I'm looking forward to doing it. Tell us. Well, it'll be fun. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. If you're like me, you'd like to have, and Happy's thrown out a couple suggestions, Happy Meal places to go, like Chaco, Pueblo place down in New Mexico, and some other things. But locally, it is a very colorful area here that we live in. It's, what would you say, Jen? A very blue. It's a very liberal. It's probably the most extreme liberal place.
Yeah, it's already dangerous in itself.
There's Alan Gold. I'm only here for George. Feet is easier, and you accomplish more. Okay, that's the reality. If you're on foot, and I tell people, say, "Oh, Rosie, why do you choose? My God, be in your car, go around, see the side." When I'm in my car and I have that, I do stream occasionally from a car, when I'm driving. But let's face it, that camera's at a very static position. Very few people ever walk great distances anymore, but the people that do walk great distances are really rewarded by the views that they get, because your head can literally be on a swivel. You're going to meet people on the street, for good or bad. You're going to see architectural sites, interesting sites on the street. You're going to, by slowing down the world to a walk instead of a 60 mile an hour, 50 mile, 40 mile an hour run through a city, I don't care how long you've lived there, you are going to see things that you never saw before. And that's what makes it so great. Plus, coupled with the exercise aspects of it, it's a win-win-win-win-win.
I noticed, I watched now several people with their driving shooters, and you just see a lot of street and very little of the houses. And who wants to see street?
You go down Main Street at 35 miles an hour, all it looks like is you're just passing cars.
Right, it's boring.
Your perspective is just seeing buildings come closer and then go.
You don't see any people walking on the sidewalk.
I am an alpha shooter. That's right,
No interactions with nobody.
Thank you.
So when Rosie walks, you get to see, she stops, she looks in the yard, she sees the dog barking at the fence, right in the grill.
Yeah, it makes it a much more interactive.
There's an old car parked in the parking lot. Take a look what's in the back seat of the car. Oh, there might be somebody sleeping in the back seat of the car. That's what makes it really interesting. Giving somebody a buck and saying, "Hey, you look like you need a little bit of help." Just that kind of thing makes it so much.
Thank you, Danny.
So,
thank you. Good morning, Original Al.
So I think being on foot is definitely,
it's great.
100 to 200 times better, more interesting. It's almost like an action movie. You never know what comes along the next 200 yards or 50 yards. Who's gonna come around the next corner?
That's right. That's what makes it so fun to be out chooching and all that. We'll talk about it. You're eating well, Monitor. Love you all. There we go. Danny said, "Rosie, happy Easter. Nice one on the Boeing 747-800. Well, I've got the equivalent of a Boeing 747-800 on the bench out in the workshop. And if you don't know what that means, I've had some Roberts SX-1250 Pioneer 1970s receiver, the biggest, wildest, grandest, most complicated receiver probably ever built in the 1970s. And we got to figure out why it doesn't power on. Okay, we got a problem. So we'll be doing that in the coming week ahead. Let's see. Tom said, I have no choice, but the wall car died, broke down, transmission. Man, that sucks. I hope you can get that. Hope you can get that fixed.
That's the worst part, to break down on the car.
So when you slow down and you take the world at a calmer pace, you see much more. Things make a much more vivid impression on you when you see that. How you doing in that?
Annette. Much love to you.
We both chunked out a piece of that, so I had some last night.
I just kind of tripped and fell with my face into the cake and took a bite.
Did you have fun in the 70s? I didn't like the 1970s at all. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, the 70s sucked. You know, the people sucked. The music sucked. You know, all of society sucked in the 1970s, okay? All you had was one fucking problem after another. The 80s were great, okay? The 80s were phenomenal, but the 70s, forget about it. Okay, Blake? You know, I had all the freaks in the streets, the Vietnam War, hippies everywhere, getting on my nerves. Every time I turned around, I thought to myself, Jesus, is this stuff ever going to, is this hippie stuff ever going to die? White guys with afros and, you know, chicks with buckskins and, you know, tie-dye and, you know, bouncy titties. That wasn't too bad, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, how you doing? Hey, man, what are you doing, man? Hey, the
worst thing were those pants with the floppy bottoms.
Yeah, it's like, hey, man, you're fucking up my day. Hey, peace out, man. It's like being in a permanent Cheech and Chong movie. I couldn't fucking stand it.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Then the OPEC oil, you know, the whole integration of schools happened, and I was right in the middle of that shit. Right, school busing, Baltimore City, right? What a fucking mess. Then we had Jimmy Carter with the national emergency. Just wear a sweater, turn your thermostats down. Let's save oil. Hey, go fuck yourself. Through all that kind of crap, you know, it's just a space program. I can't even remember anything distinct about the 70s about that. Just a mess. Just a mess. You know, Cheech and Chong, bell bottoms sucked. I hated that stuff. Then by 1985, I told my friend, you know what? A good freak is hard to find. You know, it was so good. They all disappeared. They all put their suits on. They all went to work. They all went to work for the man. Something they said, man, I'm never working for the man. I'm taking my VW bus and I'm just going to be bumming it, man. I'm just going to be bumming it. Easy rider. Yeah, how you doing? Oh, gas rationing. Hey, guys, just you don't know how bad the 70s sucked, okay? They were like shit. That was like the worst. That was the worst. The national budget started going crazy.
Everybody had to
I had to go through all the Watergate shit, the Senate hearings, Peter Rodino, and all the, oh my God, Walter Cronkite. Good evening. And that's the way it is. June 23rd, 1973. Okay, all of that bullshit.
Slapped me over the head with a 2x4.
I mean, literally, just pull a bullet. It just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
It was the worst of times, the 70s.
It just sucked.
The 60s were great.
Oh, I love the 80s. Bill Clinton, the feel-good factor of the 80s. Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. That was the beast. Are you leaving? No,
I hated bell bottoms. I was a super, you know, I grew up in a family of staunch Democrats. You grow up in Baltimore, you grew up in big cities, and anybody with a brain knows that if your vote really counts in a city, a major urban shithole like Baltimore, then you have to be part of the machine. You know, you have to be all part of the Democrat machine to really have any kind of
outsider.
power position. My mother loved Hubert Horatio Humphrey, and worked on his campaign and all that. And growing up and observing all this phenomena of this freaks and the hippies and the bell bottoms and the way people talked and, hey man, how you doing? I became the most staunch fucking conservative. I broke ranks, and in 1980, I had the, well, in 1976, I did vote for Gerald Ford, right? And then in 1980, I had the joy of voting for Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan all the way.
I felt so good pulling that lever. And then it was wonderful. It was like a moment of relief for me to be, it was like a total delivery from the 1970s. All that goofiness, all the freaks, all the hippies started to recede. Then it became a good hippie was hard to find, except in places where Jen and I live, like Sebastopol, you know, out here in this area.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of idiots. You know, we can make the world better, man. Hey, less nukes, right? Less nukes.
Nuclear free zone, but you do enjoy the electricity.
I was like, oh my God,
so
here we go.
So you're talking about you want to have the coal-powered power plants again? Well, we don't want that either. So because that is pollution. So what do you want?
So when you ask me, you really touch a raw nerve with the 1970s. I couldn't stomach I hated the 1970s. It was just, it's a decade that really began to fuck this country up.
The only nice thing was mud wrestling was nice in the 70s.
The only great thing about the 70s was in the early 70s, girls didn't wear bras and stuff.
Mud wrestling, we don't do that now, 2000.
Well, we don't wear that. I mean, we're the girls that never wear, I put a bra on 3 times a year, but I'm saying at that time.
3 times in,
So, yeah, we had disco, platform shoes. You could drink at age 18, was the national drinking age. It wasn't all bad. You'd smoke in school. I mean, you could kind of do your own thing. I mean, shit, it was a less regulated society. Okay? All right. Hey, it's Fat Albert. It's Fat Albert. Woo. Yeah, good times. Keeping your head above water. Watching the asphalt grow, temporary layoffs, good times, easy credit rip-offs, good times. Ain't we lucky we got them? Ooh, 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 ooh. Dynamite! J.J. Walker. Yep. You know, but even then, Bluebird said houses were affordable. But even then, people complained about inflation. Archie Bunker. The early Archie Bunker, before you get all tied into Watergate and all that shit, the early ones were all about cost of living. As soon as they took silver out of the money in 1965, there was no more silver coinage here. It was the beginning of the end. Maud Finley, yep.
The White Watergate.
Yep, cousin Maud. So, you know. Yeah, the Sex Pistols. You know, I don't know. I just you can stick it. Hey, Snickers. So when people say, you know, that was really. I feel like I got ripped off really coming of age in the 1970s. I really feel like I got ripped off. You know, I feel like of all the decades you could spin the wheel, that was like the worst one to have your teenage to, you know, 1980. I was graduated out of college, so that was it. That's what an old bat I am. Okay, Uncle bought a house in 60 San Jose for 23, sold it. I guess so. How you doing, Darren? Good morning to you. I was born in the wrong century, Glenda. I should have been born in the year 8625, space girling around the universe with my batwanger. You know, that's what I should have been. Inflation. Yeah, they don't even have inflation anymore, Danny. You know what they have now? They found a way to rip off people and build inflation, and they just give you less for the same price. And the price doesn't move, and you know, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics and the gatherers of inflation, nothing changes. right, Jen?
era of
The 5-pound bag of sugar becomes a 4-pound bag.
Yeah.
The ice
That's
cream
right.
reduces in size. Now you have mini 7-ounce cans of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, what's up with that? You take one gulp and it's empty.
It's all like a shell game. It's all bullshit. Yeah, you were born in 62. I was born in 58. Right? I mean, you think of the Rosie girl lived in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, thousands, 10. I'm in my 8th fucking decade. And I get better every year. Ain't nothing going to break my stride.
Were you born in the Highlands?
Oh man, can you imagine that? Eight decades.
I am a Highlander. I was born in 1583.
I mean, I'm young listening to my sister dance to Chubby Checkers.
The earth for
Come on,
centuries.
baby. Ooh, let's do the twist.
Come up, see people go.
Woo! Miss Kitty's like, woo! That's right, Johnny Watts. 60 changes everything. How you doing, Cornholio?
Rebecca says, I feel old. 1973. You're still a child.
I'm still a child, man. Let me fix this thing. Hold on a minute.
Rosie.
Oh, man, I got to figure out what's wrong.
Nobody has seen 8 decades.
Yeah, no, not many people around here have seen eight decades.
Holy heck.
On Void, you know? So
Rosie has seen the time when they still were writing with feathers and ink.
God, you'd go into people's houses in the 70s and they had orange shag rug. It's like, oh my God, where's the puke bags? You know, pass them out.
Psychedelic, baby.
Hey man, how do you like my bean bag chair? Oh, that's really good for you. You wonder why people have a bad back these days.
I remember the bean bag chairs. What a bunch of crap. I was like, so that
oh, there you go, Kelly. Yeah, huge giving. I like to give out. As long as I'm still giving out woodies and hard-ons, I'm still good. And still making the ladies a little wet. It's all good. It's all good in life. Shag carpet in your Chevy van. There you go, Johnny Wad. Good morning, Cesar. Good morning. So the big field trip today, I think you guys are gonna. I think you're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna take a break from the ghetto. We're gonna rub elbows with the higher echelon of society and have a good time today on the streets. Do you have a hangover today? No, I feel great today. I feel wonderful. I don't really get hungover too much, Harvey, too often. Yeah, where's the trip? I'm gonna let's see, where's the trip? Should I tell him? Should I tell him or not today? Huh? Don't tell him. Don't. Surprise.
It'll be a surprise.
Be a surprise. Okay, it ain't that big. I don't want to overbuild their expectations. It's just going to be a fun. Who's that? Who's what? This is Georgie, our dog, Cesar. And this is Missy Jenn.
Who's that? This is George.
Missy Jenn, the pincushion.
I am Anon.
All right. Georgie, what are you doing? Huh?
I
don't want to overbuild up the trip. It'll be a good time.
I'm the gardener.
I'm going to a really nice high-end town. It's like almost the polar opposite of what I'm usually chooching around. So we'll have a good time. We'll have a good time. You guys have to ask me nicely to disclose it. So yeah, Georgie is the best. He's a famous dog. Today is Mod's Day. Okay, should have had an exclamation point after Mod's Day. It is Tip Out Your Mod's Day. I believe taking care of my moderators is an important thing. To my knowledge, I'm the only channel that does this thing on a monthly basis. This will be the 3rd month in a row. I pick one day of the month, and everything that comes in the way of tips, support, whether through Super Chat or through Streamlabs, all goes into a pile, plus what I put on top of it. And then that is distributed to the moderators on this channel, if they choose to participate in that. It's a really nice gesture for them. I don't pick a day when nobody's going to be around and there might be 30 people on a stream, 40 people on a stream. I pick a big, robust day like today and say, hey, this is the day. We're going to have a lot of people on the stream today. And if you like what you see here, please take care of the moderators today. Do a very good job in here. I have Oda May. Tom Finland is here. Harvey. A few other people to participate. Gina C., my newest mod, was stricken with an attack and hospitalized. I do hope that she is okay. Okay, so we need to spare a thought for Gina C. Remember her in our thoughts. Nicole, too. She's around. Okay, so as the day goes on today, if you would take care of them, if you're enjoying the stream, if you're enjoying the history, if you're enjoying the atmosphere, please remember to take them. I'm not
Joe Kane. Nice to see you.
Hi, Joe Kane.
Have a good night.
Tomorrow we open your box. Easter Sunday tomorrow.
Unboxing Day.
Yeah, there's very few moderators on this channel. Okay, they're people that have. Thank you, Annette. Thank you. Want to be a mod just cause. Thank you, honey. Annette kicks $5. Starts it off today. Thank you, Annette. We're gonna throw that all into the pot. Okay. So Darren says, don't give IRC Bully a wrench. He would kick out those Zia Marshall doesn't like. Yeah, I'm streaming my trip once I get down. I'm not streaming from the road. There's nothing really enjoyable about that. What are you and Missy Jenn doing for Easter? I think, I think I'm going, thank you, Glenda. You're very sweet. Glenda Robinson, there she is with a 10-pounder, 10 quid. Thank you, Glenda. Very nice. Does that dog bite? So only my feet, right, Georgie? Do you bite?
Huh? He just nibbles.
He nibbles. So he nibbles. So yeah, Super Chat is not through PayPal. It protects people's identity down below. YouTube takes a cut. PayPal, some people don't like the fact that sometimes their names show up on real names. So people like the anonymity that Super Chat gives them. It's all a protected firewall there that you can't see who the real name of the donor and all that, which is a nice thing. So it's a nice day. Thank you, Glenda. Annette, thank you, sweetie. So we'll be having that show up in the stream. I'll just be reminding people as we pick up steam. I will be eating at this location too and dining down there. Thank you, Cornholio. Always a great supporter. Cornholio Bunghole. Thank you, Cornholio. Wonderful supporter.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
Yeah. Some of my mods don't have a lot in life, but they don't complain about it. So it's a nice thing. It's good for them. And they're usually on the stream. Weather in California. Yeah, it is sunny. It's going to be beautiful today. I think it'll be in the 70s. I will have just a light sweatshirt on and jeans today. I will be comfortable. But I don't feel I need a heavy Jen. No, Jen, I don't think Jen can endure 6 hours out here in a wheelchair on the streets and things. She's more made for, like, if we're going to have our week in San Diego where we're kind of static. She enjoys being in one location, wheeling around a place like San Diego, a very defined area, but not for hours on end. Okay. It's very hard for her. We hit bumps on the street and things, and she's had double hip replacement, so it's she doesn't mind. She sits here, she checks in.
Wreck, so I sit at home and I love it.
She loves it.
Love it.
Yeah,
well, thank you, Glenda.
Yep. Hey Vanessa, how are you, beautiful? So she actually, I think she gets more out of the streams by just.
I'm a hot mess.
She comes in and out of the stream. She's keeping an eye on it during the day.
That's right. I keep an eye on it.
And when she sits there, you got the best streets in the house. Yeah, La Jolla Beach is beautiful. Go to Coronado. We've been to Coronado a few times, the Del Coronado Hotel.
Hi, Johnny Wad.
We will find some place. We met through YouTube, Cesar. YouTube. We will be down in San Diego in October. It's something that we like to do on the annual. We have a good time. I think Missy Jenn enjoys it a lot. Okay. We get a nice hotel on the beach. We can be beach bunnies and hang out, have a good time, eat well, go around, see some of the sites we have. But she prefers to sit here and watch. On short trips, if we're just in the hood, she's fine for that. She's fine for that. Yeah, we have the whole video things of how we met and all that. Yeah, she likes it home. We're different. I'm an out. You know, this is what defined us. Yeah, I'd love to meet you down there, Johnny Wad. Come on onto the beach. Bring your beach chair. Join us on the beach. Otame, how you doing, honey? Thank you, Mark Handler.
Yes,
thank you. How sweet of you. On behalf of the moderators here, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.
Mark Handler, love you. Looking forward to meeting Mark Handler out in Iowa.
Yes, my hips do hurt when I walk.
Yeah. So she will, she's getting stronger. Her infusion's coming up in 6 days. So we have to get ready for.
Hello, Monique.
Yeah, get ready. Hi, Monique. Good morning to you, baby doll. So thank you, Mark Handler, Glenda, and Ned on behalf of the Cornholio. On behalf of the moderators, thank you, Annette. They really do a wonderful job. And it's really nice to put something meaningful.
Thank you, Annette.
Yeah, going to Oceanside. It's really nice to put something meaningful into their hands on me. I like to be, I like to go down to San Diego. I really toy with the idea of just selling this place and moving down there and getting a small place on Pacific Beach or something and really enjoying that life that I love on the daily.
Thank you, Rebecca.
So it's good. So yeah, all during the day today we'll be reminded we have a great field trip set up. I've only disclosed that to my senior moderator, Otame Cooper. She knows where I'm going today. Move to Chicago. You know, Chicago's a great city, but I wonder, you know, I cannot do those winters. Yeah, the PayPal link is on the Streamlabs down there. I cannot do those winters in Chicago. I can barely do I complained on the daily here, day after day after day. Yeah, it's costly. It's costly, but I would have a good basis for purchasing down there, and I could really live exactly where I want to be. All right, so this is Mod's Day today. Thank you for all of you. Thank you. Having a good time today. I will be eating dinner down there and enjoying an entire day looking around this wonderful community. We're going to take a day off from the ghetto. It should have been a exclamation point after Mod's Day. Then Dangerous Hood. I really had to laugh yesterday when Elvis calls me on the phone last night after his church. Hey, did you see me on you see me riding down the street of Chicago? It was really, you know, walking down, it was really scary. I was down in the hood there, and Missy Jenn's like, WTF.
Dangerous area. I looked at it and I'm like, where?
You don't know what danger is.
Where's the dangerous area?
Really? I mean, everybody's trying to be a choocher now, right? Let's be, don't water down the stock. Don't counterfeit. If you tell people I'm going on a ghetto chooch or a dangerous chooch, don't show me some street where everything looks fine and dandy. I better see a shitload of graffiti. I better see a ton of weeds. I better see
zombies.
A shitload.
We need to see zombies.
Good morning,
Hi,
Tess. How are you, sweetie? Nice to see you.
Happy Easter to you. Good afternoon to you.
Hey, JK, don't even tell me about, you know, don't water down the currency, okay? Don't have people, we know what is scary. My people on here have seen what the hell scary is. When we're going through 85th Street on International Boulevard in Oakland, or we're heading in Jingletown, and we're on those underpasses of the 680 freeway.
Where are the 10 cities?
10 cities.
Are the zombies?
Meteorite man. Man, if you're not in the face of people living in tents and on the streets.
Cars racing towards you with screeching tires.
That's being down. That's being ground level. That's a real dangerous chooch. Don't ever tell me otherwise. You know. Okay, that's the reality of that. All right, so it's not really a dangerous hood. Last night, I got a lot of. It's always nice when you wake up in the morning after a stream, and of course, I was drinking last night, which probably added something to it. But it was a hell of a fun stream last night. Okay, I had a really good time. A lot of people had a good time. It was a big stream last night, big chat. And I think the thing that this proves time after time, after time, after time, is it hardly even matters because this stream didn't even start till 1 a.m. on the East Coast. That if you choose to have a fun chat, it doesn't always have to be about drama. And I'm really happy that on a chat stream last night at that hour of the morning that we packed it in with 135, 140, 150 people last night, and everybody was having a good time, drinking, having some laughs. And you can turn that chat stream off last night and say, hey, you know what's nice about that? Nobody got their ass dragged. Everybody had a lot of laughs. Yeah, my chat streams tend to talk more about sex and relations and love and people on YouTube and love connections, but it's a hell of a lot of fun. Yeah, it was fun even before you started drinking. So it's kind of nice to be able to have that kind of stream and have people enjoy being there. Because I'll have people tell me, oh, Rosie, unless you fire up a stream and unless you're throwing people under the bus or doing this or that, nobody ever cares about it. Bullshit.
Hello, Edie.
Bullshit. Good morning, Eclectic Domestic.
Hello,
wow,
Sister
what a
Earth.
joy to see you, Celeste. Good morning. Hi, Sister Earth. You can do those kind of chat streams. Yeah, you have to be an engaging person. You have to have a personality. But they can be a lot of fun. There's a lot of different topics. I always say, Missy Jenn, sex sells. Yeah, I don't get a lot out of those kind of chats. So I'm very proud last night when we have a great time. Yeah, we get tooted up, we have some drinks, and we have a lot of laughs, and it's a good time. And the next day, you don't have to worry about having, looking for the hatchet or the axe in your back. Oh, or being fired up. Good morning, Deborah. Yeah, Danny, it's personality, common sense. It's a good time. Mikey says, I'm 27 now, single, no job, no money. You're right in the wheelhouse of dating here on Boyd. Okay,
welcome to the Boyd.
You're right in the wheelhouse of perfect.
Good luck finding somebody.
Mikey, you're like every gal's dream down here on Boyd. Okay, I know you want a rich girl to take care of your heart. Don't we all?
Don't we all? I'm a half a century old, and I need somebody to take care of me. Yeah,
loving and caring girl who cares about me. I know your whole package just makes you so attractive,
yeah,
Mikey.
so attractive.
The only thing that you're missing in your declaration of who you are is you forgot to tell people you have no ambition either, right? No money, no job, no ambition. The big three.
Tiny schnitzel.
All right. The ladies will be falling all over themselves. Good morning, Barbie. How are you, beautiful? The ladies will be falling all over themselves.
Yeah, they need to cook for you and everything. Wash your butt.
Get themselves all pretty on the daily for you.
They'll be all over you. Woo.
Open the door when you come home. From
Hello,
being
Barbie.
out, from sitting on the front porch, scratching your balls all day. When they come in, they'll have their beautiful little baby doll nightie on, ready for you, ready to rock your world at night. No expectations of a job, no ambition, no problem. Sandy Callie, good morning, honey. Like I say, you're perfect. Welcome to the Boyd. You've landed in the right location. down here. There's a ton of guys that have that pipe dream down here. Okay? Yeah, bank balance. Make sure you have a 0 bank balance, Mikey. It's perfect.
House,
I want your country citizen. Do you want any girl who is single? We want Indian husband, but she should have a house, car, luxury, money. You're in the right place, Mikey.
Whew, that's a lot.
This is the Boyd is an unusual place, Mikey.
You forgot the boat.
We have an Assyrian king down here. We have an Assyrian king down here.
Oh, no smoke.
Right. We have Assyrian royalty down here. We have peasants. But we live in a place where the peasants live better than the Assyrian king. What kind of kingdom is that? All right. And we have a place where the less you do, the better it is for you. You will definitely find your spot down here. Indian, Jamaican, Nigerian. You've landed in the perfect spot. Okay. This is like the land of misfit toys. Anything is possible. Okay. I'm proof positive of that. Okay. Slurpy Indian. Young men turned into total cocks. The rest of them are jihadists. I don't think people in India have ever been on a jihad in their life. Okay. Hindus don't jihad. Why do you talk to the scumbag? You should be talking to Cesar. I talk to you. Thank you, Deborah. I talk to you on the daily, Cesar. Come on. I'm going to cut a piece of cake now.
Oh, that is kind of funny.
You want a small one, Jan, or what?
I'm good. I actually had already a box.
All right. I got to have my morning piece here.
Oh, the ladies are all over the place. They will love guys like you. You just gotta look in the newspaper in the ad section. They're all over the place. Looking for people like Mikey. We have a house, we have a boat, we have a big Cadillac. We're looking for a numbnut that has nothing that we can take on and take care of and nurture. Put in diapers and play with.
Yeah, if you can sing Elvis songs, you'll even go even further.
Yeah.
You know?
Can you sing Elvis songs? Can you sing in the ghetto? If you can sing in the ghetto, you'll be absolutely like, woo!
Viva Las Vegas.
Let's see, well, I'm just not eating much anymore.
Viva. We gotta watch our figures.
Eating very little. 1,200 calories a day. Woo! Getting tiny like a tiny mouse. Me, 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 me. Gotta watch I still got that kind of fat gut here. I love curry. I like currywurst. We used to eat currywurst in Germany. Yummy. Currywurst and Fritten. Pommes frites. That's right, Sandy. Eine kleine Maus. Woo. Thank you, Dennis.
All right. And enjoy my cake this morning. All right. Cesar says, Miss Jen, is Rosie every day? I'm talking about you.
Much love, Harry.
Cesar invited me
Pommes
to
frites with mayo, yeah. Mayo and ketchup. And then onions over it. It's called the pommes frites special. Yummy.
Mikey from Rajasthan. Yeah, but they tend to be concentrated up in the north in the Kashmir region. Mikey Apu runs the Quickie Mart on The Simpsons. Okay, take care, Barbie. I'll see you on the chooch. Yeah, it was nice to be in blue last night, Nathan. In honor of Drinking again after 45 days. I was excited. Yeah, this is my favorite cake of all time that I've made. The chocolate flavor is overwhelmingly delicious here. Will
Apple Simpson. I know
Mr.
Apple.
Burns. Will, where is
I know Apple.
Where is
Simpson.
Bring in Homer Simpson. Hello,
He's from
Homer.
India.
How are you today, Homer? I've heard good things about you out in the plant.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank you,
Barbie.
Glenda. I'm going to get some more of those long blonde and brunette. Some of those real long. Get Missy Jenn to. She's the one that found it the last time. This is delicious. Oh, this cake is like heaven. This ooey gooey chocolate cake. Oh, I know. I do a good Homer Simpson. Well, Homer.
Well, you gotta eat more donuts, homie.
My
homie eats donuts.
Oh, Bart.
There you go, Mike. Mikey, he's great. More jobs to get one. Woo.
Oh, no, Nathan's like tease. I just know Donald Trump. He's best president for America. I support him. There you go. Indy is up and coming for sure.
Well, maybe you should go to China. Find yourself a concubine.
That's it. Best cake ever. Oh, the cake. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. Yeah, so don't forget today, throughout the day, we'll have the thing about the mods on there. So it'd be nice if they'll be very appreciative today. This is a what's called an ooey gooey chocolate cake, and it's delicious. What's wrong with Coach 95? I have no idea. I was only ever nice to that guy, and you can see, as usual, I get a kick in the head.
And that's why you are still single, buddy.
It is really delicious.
Insulting women is not gonna get you a girlfriend, buddy.
Whose belly? Oh, this cake is out of, Happy Meal, I just don't know, Nothing surprises me on YouTube. Yeah, it's just totally random. It's just like, you got to wonder about the mental state of some people down here. It's so imbalanced. I think that's probably it, Happy Meal. People go for the cheap card of building up views through drama. Then when there's no drama, nobody comes to their streams. So
yeah, it runs for 2 weeks and then it dies off.
Yep. Sandy said, Rosie, will you partake in any 420 goodies today? I got 80 people in here today, and I'm gonna stop the suspense. Okay? I'm going to stop the suspense. I am taking you guys on a field trip today. There are many theories in the world of how 420 came about and its connection to marijuana, smoking, and all that. But there's only one definitive proven by Guinness, by Oxford University Research History Department. There's only one true trail of 420. Only one. There are many pretenders that have tried to come up with reasons. Barbie girl, how you doing, beautiful? There are many people that have tried to lay claim to the origins of how 420 became connected to marijuana. Today, I am going to be taking you guys to the very epicenter, historically proven, of exactly where 420 came from today, the term, and why it is connected to marijuana. That will be our field trip today. It will be taking us to a little town called San Rafael in Marin County, California. And we will be hiking up through the town. We will not just be doing that, but exploring this town, this beautiful town, which also has one of the famous Spanish missions of California. And we will be hiking to the place where 420 began and telling that whole history. What is 420? You will find out today. When you hear people come on and say, it's 420 time, you know the connection is to go blaze up a joint. Fire up the pipe.
There's a big history to 420.
It's going to be a very interesting trip. One of the great trips that ties history into fun. So we're going to do that today. You're going to really enjoy that.
It'll be a nice piece of history.
Join the gym. I hardly think I need to join the gym.
Famous 420.
I've got a rocking body, Mikey. Hate to tell you. Next week you'll do 411. So I'm going to have dinner down there. Hi, Mallory. Going to be right on the trail. Going to have a good time. A lot of stuff to see down there. I'm interested in seeing the streets. A very well-to-do community. Okay, we're going to take a break from the ghettos today and have some fun. Haven't tried the devil's weed. I don't have any tattoos, Mikey. That's it. I-70 in Colorado, they kept stealing the mile marker 420 sign, so they changed them to 41999. There we go. All right. Oh, this cake is just delicious. Barbie, I left a message, honey. If there's anything that I can do for you, let me know. You're a sweet, beautiful girl. Sweet, beautiful girl. Let's see. Mr. Diesel says weed helps my back pain so much. I'm more of a drinker. I'm not a smoker, but I am very interested in the history of 420 days. So it'll be a lot of fun today. Hey, RV Radio.
RV Radio in the house. What's up?
You're welcome here, Barbie.
I'm live on radio. That's awesome.
Yeah, maybe so, Nathan. No farts here. So, yeah, you're beautiful. You're young, Barbie. You have experience. You shouldn't have any difficulty finding a new position for yourself. I think that'll be good. You're a doll, baby. You really are sweet. Hello, Diane. Y'all should have been stoned out of your minds during the Santa Rosa fires. I know. Thank you, Vinny G. Good morning to you. Good evening to you. You know, Barbie girl, but your honesty, the person you are, will carry you through, Barbie.
Hi, Vinny G.
That will carry you through. Remember that. You're low now, but after lows comes highs. So just don't worry about that. Yeah, Barbie's very cute. Yes, she is, and she's a very sweet girl. Vinny, I hope you're doing okay today. Love you, Barbie. Finish our coffee. So yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be out chooching, don't water it down. Don't fake up your titles and shit. Counterfeiting. Chooching, okay? Oh boy. I don't think Barbie girl ever loved Elvis. I think she was just interested in meeting Elvis. Happy Easter to you.
Happy Easter, Diane.
Yeah,
nice to
thank
see you. Much love to you.
Yeah, Mikey says if Girl in Pink go gym, she can be supermodel. There you go, Jen. She's going to start working out. Let's see.
I'm going to go to North Carolina and join the Marine Corps.
We're going down to the town. I'm going down to the town of San Rafael today, Donna. I'm taking a break from the low end, and I'm going high ending today, and I'm going to explore a place that I think should be a very interesting place, and we're going to get down to the roots of where 420 came from. This being 420 day, and 420 now being inextricably tied to marijuana, pot. You hear somebody say it's 420 time, you know what the hell they mean. But where did it come from?
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Nathan.
Today, I'm going to be on the road about the
Thank you,
2 o'clock. Start my stream about 3 o'clock. I have several sites I need to see in this town. There's a lot of cool stuff to see. This is not a ghetto town. These people have do, re, mi. Okay. These people are loaded. Okay. This ain't no hood trip today. This is a country club trip. And then after we've done all of our touring and looking around and exploring on foot, we'll find a place to eat tonight. And then we'll wrap it up and we'll head home. It should be a glorious, glorious day. Let's see. Mark says, my grandson begins Marine boot camp after he graduates high school. Very, very proud of him. Good for you. I'm not cooking anything for Easter. I think I'm going to I'm going to go out to dinner. I'm going to have Easter dinner out. I'd like to have a good ham dinner somewhere. The more west you go back there, the more money. Exactly. It's going to be a lot of fun today. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. Hello, Matronista. Nice to see you. So everybody should have a good time. Like I say, if you're going to be disappointed if you think it's going to be a ghetto stream with junkyard dogs on. It's going to be cut off. We'll save that for next week. Okay. We'll take a break. A nice chuck. That's nice. A nice chuck roast. Add carrots and potatoes with all together. Yes. That's a very simple. It's a really good thing to have, Dennis. That's nice. I'm not sure where I'm. Yeah, I might. Yeah, that's it. I think I'm going to take. You want to meet us over there? Yeah, I think I'm going to take Missy Jenn to Willie Bird's for dinner tomorrow night. How about that, Jen? For Easter dinner at Willie Bird's. Let's see. Diane said, since there's only 2 of us, we're having ham steaks, tater salad, mac salad, and some veggies. That's great. Yeah, I'm going to be heading out. It's about, it's 11 o'clock now. I'm going to be heading out around 2 o'clock today, about 3 hours from now. And we're gonna learn a lot of interesting history. We're going to see some very nice sights.
Time is going by so fast.
We're going to explore a very wealthy little town in what's called Mill Valley. The Mill Valley area there. If you remember MASH, if you remember the weekly series on TV, MASH, BJ Honeycutt was from Mill Valley, California. Ever been chooching there before? No, I've never really. I'm not a country club person. I'm generally repulsed by rich areas, and I don't mean repulsed in the sense, but there's just Most rich areas have high hedges. They have gates around them. There's very little you can see, like Palm Springs. Well, this was Frank Sinatra's house. All you see is a big block wall in front of it and a big steel gate. There's nothing to see. There's no life. There's no color to it. There's no street presence. You know, I need to have people on the street doing shit. I don't want to see empty streets. Well, this is a beautiful home. This is where Jimmy Stewart lived. Oh, this is, you know, this or that. No way, man. No way. Yep, BJ, that's it. So we'll have a good time and we'll learn some history. But I have no interest. This is a real rarity for me today. And only because it's 420 day today. It ties in perfectly.
Mikey already had 3 children. I'm already done with making children, buddy.
Yeah, and if you think Mikey is in India, you got another thing coming.
That's right.
Yeah, there's no real talking people. You're not going to talk to anybody in these wealthy neighborhoods. They're not going to talk to you. Right? The real action is on the streets. But this will be a cute town. It's a compact town. And it'll be a fun place to hang out. And I'm pretty sure we'll have great signal down there. I don't think we'll have any signal problems. So, yeah, I need to have earthy experiences. I hate to be in sterile environments where it's just all houses. It's like if you go to Newport, Rhode Island, you see all the mansions of the fabulously wealthy, the Carnegies, the Morgans, the Vanderbilts, but that's all you see. You don't see people out and about. People don't want a damn history tour. Hello, Marshall. People don't want a damn history tour.
Yes.
That's right, Barbie girl. People don't, they're not going to speak to you in wealthy. There's nothing to be gained by doing that. You know, and Marshall's here, and, you know, just to give the falseness to his claim, people don't want to see wealthy areas. They want to see where they don't live. Okay, they know what wealthy houses look like. They know what properties look like. You expect rude, stuck-up people. It's just not that. It's sterile. There's nothing to see. There's nothing on those roads that I want to see. But you go to a place like Oakland, you go around every corner, it's riveting. You don't know what's there. You don't know if you're going to come upon a tent city, or unfortunately, as I did, a Cambodian gang member before. That's what makes it compelling. No action at all. That's right, Bluebird. It's boring as fuck. Let's be real. And as long as you're here, Marshall, I'm going to say this. Don't water down the currency of what a chooch is. I checked your chooch out yesterday. Don't tell me about a dangerous hood. If you can if you can park your camper van on 80th Street on International Boulevard in Oakland, if you can walk 80th Street to 90th Street on foot up one way and down the other, I'll give you $1,000. How's that? Then you tell me how you feel about that walk, especially when you hit the real sweet spot around 85th Street, where the East Bay Dragons, the Black Motorcycle Club, has their headquarters. Now you're talking about a real hood. So don't tell me, don't water down the currency. Don't make it fake. Because I'm going to tell you, brother, you don't know what dangerous is. Okay? You have no idea what dangerous is. Dangerous is walking up to a tent city with 50, 100 tents. RVs parked on the side of the road, blown out. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. I don't need to be in an area where they have guards. The areas I go in, the guards don't even want to work there. There are no guards. There is no police presence. There's nothing. Okay. Hey, UFO, how are you? Hey, brown-eyed girl. Needles on the ground. Exactly. I'm not saying that you seek out this stuff. I'm not telling you guys to go there. But let's not water down the currency of what a real hood chooch is, okay? It's not being in your vehicle. It's not riding down with a camera fixed in position, looking down the street. It's out there with your boots on the ground, walking the walk with that stick in front of you, belting out a Doris Day tune. If you feel a little nervous, you spend time to get my car clean. Well, I'm not spending too. If you could shoot where I was, Elvis, I'd put $1,000 in your pocket. But you would tell me there's no way, Rosie, that I will survive walking through that area with a selfie stick in front of me, with a camera rolling and live streaming. The difference is I will go to your area in Chicago in June in the heat of a hot summer night, and I will walk that street in my Daisy Dukes. I will walk that street fearlessly with no issue whatsoever. So your experience yesterday doesn't even relate to what I took people through in the areas of Oakland. It's not even comparable, much less we haven't even talked about the Tenderloin in San Francisco. There's no way you would walk that block of the Tenderloin with those people screaming in your face. There ain't no way. That's the reality. You can say what you want. Yeah, that was scary as fuck, Libby. There's no way. Marsha would have stood on that street, looked down and said, there's no way I'm walking through there. You have 100 people sitting out on the streets on blown out couches, drugged up, whacked out, pissed off. Never in a million years. See, I don't have to be the person to hide behind my windshield. I don't have to be the person to have the camera mounted in the windshield and say, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. Okay? I'm saying this is the difference, ground level stuff. Well, you'll be happy today, Elvis, Marshall, because I'm going to a rich area today. Okay? I'm showing people the roots of 420 and where it all began. In a great little town called San Rafael in Marin County, just over the Golden Gate Bridge. I will be fine, Marshall. I'm ghetto born and raised, and I do appreciate that. I'm just saying we got all relative weights on what's really scary. Everything is very situational. You can be going around a corner in Chicago, but you're not going to see the tent cities. You're not going to see the things that you see out here. The real Bay Area back roads, that's it. That's it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't get your expectations up too high, though. This is a country club church today. You're not going to see a ghetto. You're going to see hoity-toity people. You're going to see French poodles, collies. You ain't going to see no pit bulls. Okay? You're going to see a lot of BMWs, a lot of Beamers, a ton of Teslas. You ain't going to see any cars up on cinder blocks or people sleeping in cars. Okay? We still got to see Richmond over in the Oakland area there. Look at a crime map of Oakland. That's the dark blue with the crimes going up. That place is off the chain. And further up International Boulevard, we didn't even get to Mexico Town up there. Shoot 'em up town. There's a lot of good stuff to see. Anyway, guys, Missy Jenn, thank you for being here today. Thank you, guys. We got the wonderful, had the wonderful ooey gooey chocolate cake. I do appreciate, Marshall, that you do care about my safety. That's not lost on me. I do appreciate that. It's all bringing content. But remember, Steve Irwin, the alligator, Steve Irwin, remember? The Aussie nature guy.
Got spiked with a spike.
Got spiked by a, what the fuck it was, a stingray or something.
Stingray.
Nobody ever said anything about the dangers inherent in wildlife. But he died with his boots on doing something that he loved doing. Being out there with the wilds of nature. And he paid the price for it with his life. But you know what everybody said after he died, Missy Jenn? Do you know what they said? Well, he had a great life and he died doing exactly what he wanted to do. How many of us will ever be able to say that? Or how about Siegfried and Roy down at the Mirage, and Roy getting his face torn off by a lion.
The white tiger.
White tiger. It's terrible what happened, but everybody said, well, at least he died. You know, at least he was.
Well, he's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive, but he was almost killed doing something he loved. He knew the dangers of it.
Up now.
He knew the dangers of it, but he did it.
They got rid of most of the tigers now.
Or Evel Knievel when I was a kid. Young adult, teenager growing up in the 70s. And this idiot wants to, hey, Dr. Fish, thank you. This idiot jumps the Snake River Canyon, jumps Las Vegas, Caesar's Palace jumping. You know, I just feel like, yeah, you got to be your authentic self. That's right, Libby. And if you go out doing what you want to do, if I get knifed, I get shot, I got robbed, knocked out, Missy Jenn will say, well, at least she was doing what she wanted to do. Nobody forced her to go down that alley.
That's right.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Fish.
And she went with a smile.
Thank you, Dr. Fish. Today is Tip Out Your Mods Day. Anything you guys contribute today goes into the pot for the moderators. So thank you very much.
Dr. Fish is lighting it up.
Dr. Fish lighting it up with the fish stick. Rosie with the hosey. Yeah, look at the Challenger crew. I could look at so many things. You know, when I think about 1969, before computers were really good and our build technology was computer numerically controlled building where we could have tolerances within 10,000ths and 100,000ths of an inch. It's the reason that planes really don't fall out of the sky anymore or blow up. Air traffic deaths are so rare now. But you think back to 1969 when those guys got into that capsule to go land on the freaking moon. You think about, thank you, Barbie.
Thank you, Barbie.
You think about how many things had to go right on that mission. You had to launch at the right time. You had to be on the right trajectory. You had to get into another vehicle, separate from your space module, and go land this LEM on the ground, this lunar module on the ground. Step out of it. Plant a flag on the moon, get back on the thing, hit the rocket button and hope this son of a bitch takes off from the moon. And then somehow you got to join up with your capsule again. In 1969, when they were still using data cards to feed computers. Slide rules, Joe King. I was trained on a slide rule. I'm probably one of the only people on YouTube that knows how to use a slide rule. Because when I went to high school at Baltimore Polytechnic Institute, that's what we were trained on, slide rules. And then a couple of years later, Texas Instruments came out with their first pocket handheld calculator. It was amazing. Right? Yeah, I need an Evel Knievel outfit, Cupcake. So when I think of people doing what they wanted to do, Grissom Chaffee, the guys that burned up on the ground when their capsule caught fire in the early Apollo program. I remember my mother crying for them. Grissom Chaffee and somebody else just burned to a crisp in their capsule, couldn't get out. On the launch pad. People take chances. That's it. Nice to see you, Joe King.
Where did Mikey go? Mikey give
I don't
up?
know. Mikey went to bang one out looking at you this morning, Jen.
No, maybe Mikey. Mikey. I think Mikey got a job finally.
Slide rules, drafting tables, that's all I ever knew. I'll show you guys if I ever find my cross section of a globe valve that I did in mechanical drawing, it would blow your guys away. This is when high schools used to teach you something. Hot metal shop, forging, casting, machine shop. I can step up and run an engine lathe today, chuck up a piece of material, cut threads, knurl it, use a micrometer. Sheet metal shop, make ventilators for rooftops. Things out of sheet metal. You look at what kids come out of high school knowing today. That's it.
When the day comes that the computers go down, we will, well, 75% of the population will die within the first week.
That's it. Who's horny? Me? Anyway, guys.
Mikey.
Mikey. Okay, yeah, Mikey was horny.
Mikey, yeah, he had to leave. And
you know, I have the sex chats now, so that's it. So anyway, guys, have a wonderful day. I'll see you in a few hours in the wonderful town of San Rafael. Beautiful town. We're taking a break from the ghetto. We're going to enjoy a little bit of history. We're going to go on the trail of how 420 was really born and what its connection is to marijuana and what it was all about, and stand in the spots of history today. And we're also going to see some other interesting sites. If we're lucky and time permits, we'll be seeing one of the Spanish missions that populates the coast of California. Mission San Rafael, Archangel, and some more sites today. All right, so I am out of here. Thank you, Missy Jenn. Woo! Another great morning with you guys. Thank you for taking care of the mods. Barbie, good to see you, honey. Chin up. Always here for you, baby doll. And we will see you guys on the road today. Thank you so much, Cobra John. Don't forget the moderators today. I'll be firing up the chat. There will be periodic automatic reminders loaded in. This is their day. I don't pick any low stinking day. I pick great events to have these people taken care of because they are wonderful, wonderful people. Cobra John,
moderators,
you the best. Thanks for watching, everybody, and happy day. See you later. Oda May, Harvey, you guys take care. Woo.